It is Thursday. And you know what? I'm just praying. I'm praying for you. And I hope you're praying for me. Let's lift up our families, our loved ones, our neighbors, our mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, husbands and wives, nieces and nephews, cousins and uncles and aunts. Praise ye the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, we thank you today. And we lift up that name of Jesus. And Lord, we plead the blood today over our family, our home. We plead the blood over our lives, over our jobs, over our co-workers. Lord, we plead the blood over the president. We plead the blood, Lord God, over this nation, dear Lord. And we are so careful to give you glory, honor, and praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. As we have been talking about guidance, Luke 1:79 talks about divine illumination. Luke 1:79 says to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet unto the way of peace. Everybody loves peace, but you got to remember, peace is found in Jesus Christ. He guides our feet to peace. Don't you know that without him we can do nothing? Praise God, nothing. Psalms 119 Psalms 19 8 through 11 says, the orders of the Lord are right. They make people happy. The commandments of the Lord are pure. They light up the way. Respect for the Lord is good. It will last forever. The judgments of the Lord are true. They are completely right. They are worth more than gold, even the purest gold. They are sweeter than honey, even the finest honey. By them your servant is warned. Keeping them brings great reward. You want great rewards today, my brothers and sisters? Keep God's word. Keep God's commandments. Do you know that there are precious promises that is associated with God's word? And all you have to do is seek it. If you seek it, as Psalms 143:10 says, teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. My brothers and sisters, seek him. If you're tired of going around and around in a circle, you know that old adage, the definition of ignorance is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Well, when you find Jesus, you can't do it by yourself. He can find you in the darkest place. He can find you in the middle of a hornet's nest. He can find you in your trouble, in your sadness, in your sickness. He can find you. You know why? Because he loves you. He loves you so much, and he is willing to come to you and to do what it is that he needs to do to bring you out of that mess. And he leads you into all truth. John 16:13 said, howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. You can be free. And God will show you that. Why? Because he loves you. And he wants to take the shackles off your feet and your hands. Why? Because there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, you're listening with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. That means it's time. David West, Stars and Stories of the Kaz Walker Show. David's got special guest Bradley Reeves in here with us, along with Brother Mike and all the Hee-Haw gang. Good morning, fellers. How are you?
I know I'm doing great. How you doing, David?
I'm here.
You are here. You're looking good. It's really, really great. We got a head start on hearing some wonderful stories.
We always start the show before the show starts.
Yes, it's been going on for about half an hour.
We got pretty good stories already.
There you go.
Can we do reruns on them?
Sure.
Go back to the beginning.
We will. So what's going on today, guys?
Well, David, I haven't seen you in a while. I just wanted to come down and...
Well, we've done a lot of shows together, ain't we?
We sure have.
You've done a lot of movies with me in it.
A lot of movies. And you know what? Your legacy still keeps turning up. Recordings by you, video, you're everywhere. I mean, you've done so much over the years. I don't know how you've done it.
I don't either. We was over at Hardy's where I go eating, and you played a song I wrote. And, really, I didn't know I was that good back then.
Oh, it's a masterpiece.
I believe I've been underpaid.
I think so. I think we need to start all over and cut you a new album.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was called David's Jigsaw. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I brought it with me today to listen to. If you all want to share it with people.
I'll tell you what, we were in, what was that town where they did the historical?
Johnson City, I think.
Johnson City, was
That's
it?
right.
They put us in that. We was one of the first people to stay in that historical motel.
Yeah, that hotel. Fancy.
And they fed us, and we went to the theater, and you showed us a movie you had made on us.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Luke were supposed to sit on the front row. And time we got down there, we didn't have a place to sit. We just had to stand.
I'm sorry.
That place was sold out. I mean, there's nothing on the wall, but anyhow.
It was packed.
This song came out with Barnum and Buster, and Luke said, they said, here's a song from you that don't have a name, David. I forgot about it, wrote it. And Luke said, did you write that? And I said, yeah. He said, well, what's the name of it? I said, I never did name it. I never did play it. Never did record it or nothing until he come along. And you put it in there. And he said, we're going to record that. And you said, I'm going to name it. And it's so crooked, he called it David's Jigsaw.
It makes sense.
Yeah. We named it right there.
Oh, gosh.
And you have that?
Yeah, track 4, if y'all want to hear
on
it.
This one that you gave me?
Yeah, it's on there. It's really it's almost like bluegrass jazz. It's got its own thing going on.
You want to take a listen to it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Here you go, David West. What's it called again?
David's Jigsaw.
Here it comes.
Wrote it in the 60s.
possessed you to want to put that? Did you put all the changes, or did Luke? Who was following who on that? Luke did, and you were following Luke?
I'll tell you something about this quick story. Luke, I met him back in the early 60s. He had a 55 Chevrolet, black and white. And the guy that played on Coal Miner's Daughter lived up back beside the airplane service station.
Yeah.
With his niece. And him and Luke was working with Cowboy Copas. And Marion Summers is a guy, he's on Coal Miner's Daughter, playing in that tie supper.
Yep, he was also on WNOX here in the 1940s.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Don Gibson, a whole bunch of them.
Whole bunch of them.
But they've been working for Cowboy, and Marion got into Cowboy's liquor. He got drunk. And they had one microphone back in, and Luke said he had little crepe sole shoes, and he jumped. He was a small guy. Yeah, he jumped up there and nestle in the heart of the Tennessee. Remember that song?
Oh yeah.
And he went up there and fiddle part right quick and stepped back. And that night he got in the booze, and the stage he said about 6 feet high in the old schoolhouse. And he run up, did to do that. When he did, he missed and went plumb off the stage. took the microphone with him and said he was laying down on his back, still playing. And said, Cowboy looked down there and said, the show's over, Marion, just get up and come on up here, we'll quit. And Cowboy fired him. Well, Luke said that him being my friends, I just quit. And shortly after that, the plane crashed. They would have been on him probably.
Yeah. Wow.
And he said, that's how close we come getting killed.
That's amazing.
It's probably good that Marion got drunk, so
saved his life.
He came to stay with his niece, lived over right just back inside an airplane. And another fiddle player brought him out there to meet me, and I just started playing. And I just wrote this tune because I was a new kid on the block, and they played stuff I didn't know, but they thought. And so I wrote this song so they wouldn't know it. Yep. Well, he brought Luke in to meet me, and he said, this is Luke Ramsey, he's a good guitar player. And I thought, I'll just show you up right here. He was talking to Marion, was standing, when you walk in my front door, that big window to the right, that's where we're standing. Right there at that window.
Yep.
I cut down on that just like that there, and Luke played every chord in it and talked.
Wow. The guy was a
and he scared me to death.
Rightfully so.
I didn't say anything. But reason he come to see me, they were offered to do the main show at Renfrew Valley Barn Dance, and he wanted to hurt me. And I was scared to death even pit in front of him after he done that. I said, man, what is this, a tiger? And I said, I don't know, because I was real young. I just don't know whether I could do that or not. Leave him go up there. Paying pretty good money at that time. And I didn't go, and then they went on, I think. And then so Marion knew me then. And we'd go down on Sundays and play at my grandma's. Con Unley's uncle, Johnny Brewer, played.
Johnny Brewer, yeah.
Played guitar, and me and him and...
Good musician.
Me and him and Marion, they'd come get us. I might not even had a car. We'd go down and play and eat, because Marion always wanted to eat on Sunday. He said, boy, let's do this every Sunday. It's good eating. Yeah. But before you get down there, he'd say, you ain't got a quarter. You can only get a can of Prince Albert. He'd rolled his cigarette. It's a broke. And of course, we'd get in our pocket, and as a kid, as young guy, here, I got a dime, here, I got a nickel, and get him a can of Prince. That's all we had to buy him. You know, he had a big star there with Cowboy Copas. Worked with about everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, Cowboy Copas was great.
Yeah, but he worked with Don, and he worked with everybody in the circuit.
Oh, yeah. He was here in Knoxville in 1937. He was one of the original cast members of the WNOX Midday Merry-Go-Round. Yeah. Great musician. You know, you talk about Luke, and I will say that he's one of my heroes, and he is somebody that absolutely defied any classification or genre. He was a musical genius.
He was.
Yeah, you know, he was so humble. He wouldn't talk or brag, or, you know, he was just like,
Luke loves you, baby.
Everybody was top shelf.
Yeah. Well, you know, I found this record that Luke played on, and it is amazing. It's from 1966.
Okay.
Track 10. Okay. It was on a little label from Knoxville called Valley Records.
Okay.
And this might surprise you all.
What are we getting ready to hear?
This is Luke Brandon doing surf rockabilly. It's called Tailwind.
Check this out.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, Wade. Definitely, you can tell.
Isn't that great?
I don't have to listen very long to recognize Luke Brandon.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just absolutely Luke.
Yeah. There's something cool about him. You know, he played on Fats Domino sessions, Ricky Nelson sessions, and Everly Brothers, Martha Carson,
Trinity Lopez.
Trini Lopez.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the Bonanza was him playing on it.
Is that you're kidding?
And we was in a motel in Nashville.
Wow.
The theme to Bonanza, he played on that?
Huh?
The
Dun, dun, dun,
travel
dun,
with
dun,
him
dun,
2
dun, dun.
He traveled with him on the shows 2 years.
I didn't know that.
Yep, he told me that. I didn't know. We was down the road playing the radio when Trinity Lopez come on. I said, boy, I always liked him at Lemon Tree. He said, well, I've done about 15 recordings with him. Seen some of that.
He's on Lemon Tree. I know that song very well.
We was at a motel in Nashville where we done a show. And Luke liked to sit up late. And I was, wore out anyhow because I drove and everything. I went to bed about 10, 11. And I was laying over in my bed and I was dozing. And Luke's over playing music.
Mm-hmm.
And Barry Statler come on with Green Beret.
Yeah.
David, you asleep? And I said, no, not really. Listen to this. It's me playing on this.
Oh, my gosh. I can't
Barry
believe it.
Statler.
Wow.
Green Beret at Luke.
See, you know,
You go down the road, don't you hear records?
I wish I could find, he didn't sit down and talk about that stuff. You had to pull it out of him.
Now, he
You know
talked
what I
it to me because we was music.
Yeah, right.
And we had to turn it real loud because he won't hear every note.
Yeah.
See, people just hear as part of music unless you turn it real loud.
Right.
And he wanted to hear the fine stuff. He didn't care about that noise.
Yeah.
And turn it up there, David. I want to hear what I did on
It
that.
sounds
It'd be
like
him
it.
playing. You'd be playing on it there. And he liked to smoke. And I brought this brand new Trailblazers off the show. They took it off the car. I bought it off the car. They backed it off and we put the first 2 miles on it. And I said, now, Luke, I don't want smoking in this thing. And we're going to Nashville. I said, anytime you want to smoke, I'll run off the exit. We'll sit there and have a cup of coffee and you smoke.
Yeah.
We ain't no hurry today. Could I roll the window down and stick my head out? I said, no, you're not going to do that. That stuff will blow back in here, and I don't want to smell cigarette smoke. I never did smoke a cigarette. Well, I'll stick my head out, and I said, no, we'll pull off next exit. I'll let you give you plenty time to know. He'd test you, Luke would, see if you'd give in.
He would. He was charming, though. He
told me before he died, he said, I've done more shows with you than any other human being on earth.
That's amazing. Yeah, you two were quite a pair for a long time.
We loved each other.
Yeah, I've got a CD I just bought this morning. It's
Well, see, Luke loved everybody. Luke loves you,
Luke loves you, baby.
Yeah, that's a way back there, right there.
Yeah. I love the history of these musicians. Now, another guy you worked for that's fascinating, his name was Honey Wilds.
Honey Wilds.
Could you tell me a little bit about...
I traveled. Honey, we see at one time, Red and Fred went with Grandpa Jones.
Mm-hmm.
They left the TV show, and so many of them left, Carl Butler and all. He had a hard band, so he hired the Bird family out of Georgia.
Okay.
Well,
that's how that happened. Thank you.
That's how it happened. Bird family came up here, and when they did, the only person they took off the Caswalk show was Honey Wilds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with Bonnie and Buster, and they called me up and said, would you work for us? I said, on the days I don't have to go with Bonnie and Buster. And so sometimes they'd call me, and quite a bit they'd call me, and Honey never would go to bed. We had the big bus, beds and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he always slept. He had one of them big bus seats on the right, just as you come in the door. He'd right back and sleep in that chair the whole time and chain smoke.
Oh, no.
And they were real religious people.
Yeah.
Well, they said they was, but
yeah,
they getting back that bus, and boys drink that liquor, and they pop that liquor, start drinking it. He said, do you smoke? And I said, nope. Well, we wish you smoked. Said, we get by smoking back if you smoke. Hey, first thing I done, this is too bad to tell.
Oh boy.
First thing I done, them seats back in was big old pads on them. They wasn't plush like nowadays buses. And I got on there and I was scooting making sure my mattress was okay. And I saw something sticking out and raised it up, and there's a bunch of Playboy books. Oh, boy. I was a gospel group.
Yeah.
So,
was that Honey's or?
I played with the gospel bunch one time.
Oh.
And we told my daddy, I come in and told him, well, we'd been in this big tabernacle. I mean, this big, huge place. And they put us in there, and they said, now, we want to show like on Saturday night. Of course, they had a big musical room, too. I mean, big theater type thing. And Daddy said, how'd you do last night? He thought I was playing gospel music, And I said, well, we played this big church, Daddy. And I said, they didn't want gospel music. They wanted like they'd heard out here at Ciderville. And he said, what'd you say it was? And I told him a church would sound more like a roadhouse to me. My daddy called it, he saw it,
Yeah.
But anyhow, I traveled with Honey Wilds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to tell you.
He was a big Opry guy at one time.
I got to tell you, he was Opry 19 and a half years.
Wow. How, 19?
19 and a half years.
That's amazing.
And he started the tent shows with Opry. He started them.
Wow.
But we were coming we'd played all day, Buddy. It was hot for a big mobile home in Somerset or somewhere up that way. I forgot where.
Up in Kentucky.
Yeah, and we was in that bus, and that's boys, just because we got out of that heat, got in that cool bus, I said, lay down, I don't want to sleep, but wore out, drenched, playing outside and
sweating. Yeah, that's a hard gig.
I heard that bus go brr, brr, and I thought, well, it stopped. And I got up and walked up front, and it hailed so hard that there was ice over the road, looked like that day.
Oh, Lord.
And that guy had to stop because he couldn't drive through it. And you could look over and ditch, you could just took baskets up in his tractor and trailer, he got in the ice and slid over the embankment and hanging on trees down through there.
Wow.
And Honey Wilds said, I've been all over this well, but I tell you right now, David, I ain't never saw no hell this big.
You sound just like him.
He's still sitting on the front row, chain smoke. Oh, he was my buddy. He didn't like nobody much.
I heard he was kind of grumpy.
Oh, he was bad. And
yeah.
I was getting to collecting knives. I went to Star Sales and got him he and a rooster. I got one just like it at home. And I said, here, honey, this is for you. Boy, little dude, I tell you right now, you were my best buddy.
Oh.
And, me and him bonded. I knew you had to pet him.
Yeah.
And, he'd take the newspaper. He carried his newspaper in his hip pocket, rolled it up. And he'd carry it like this. And if you wanted to read it and walk around behind him, he caught you looking at it, he'd turn the page. Oh, you got to hear this one. I might not told this one on TV. Here come an ice storm, was on TV. Here come an ice storm, and I pulled my, you know how Channel 10 is down there.
Oh, yeah, very well.
I pulled this big old panel truck I had in there and had monuments and stuff in it to hold it down.
Yeah.
And it started sliding down the hill. And I cut it off right quick because we can't drive on it. Me and Fred got out, and I took my banjo, and he took his guitar. And we had to squat down and ride him down the hill.
Wow.
If it hadn't been for them cleats, we probably went over it.
Yeah.
We just digging the ice. Where we got in was somebody, Nancy Fry was.
Nancy Fry.
Yeah, she was on there then. She said, come out here, honey, Wiles is down on this ice. And I was thirsting at her.
Oh, no.
Little David, please come here and help me. I said, no, don't you get me up. I'm okay. Slide me on my panties. I can get a door. I had to slide him about 25 feet.
Oh,
drag him along, you know. That's all I could do is stand up.
the guy was
I dragged him over, and he got hold of this guardrail so he could walk down it.
Oh,
He said, if I fall again, I might break a hip, buddy. I can't take no more chances. He said, I ain't getting up till I get to a guardrail.
was that at 5:30 in the morning?
5:30.
Y'all had to be there early, didn't you? For the Kaz Walker show.
Well, we got there a little before 5:30.
You know, have we got time to hear a little bit of Honey Wilds?
Yeah, whatever you want. What
I got this rare record here. It's called the Wild Honey Rag, and it's number 12.
Okay.
Number 12 in the book.
All right.
Honey Wilds.
Honey Wilds.
This guy's great.
Wait to hear this ukulele, I guess.
I believe, and David, you correct me, but I don't believe we've ever had a Honey Wilds tune on the air. Have we? I believe that's the first one.
Maybe.
Maybe. Thank you, Brad.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's awesome.
I'm a big fan. I got all the guys' records. Yeah, we play them. I don't know if it's okay to mention.
You can mention anything you want.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. Lord, yeah.
Don't step on toes. What I do is I work with Smoky Mountain Archives and radio. And we have a 24-hour radio station.
Sure.
So I love your passion for radio.
Oh, thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
I think that what we do is we play Honey Wilds and David West and Luke Brandon. We have all these people that we constantly play. We've got DJs that focus on the early country music and stuff going back to the 1920s. Luke's dad was a recording artist.
1929, they had an album out. Great album, wasn't it?
Yeah, Road County Ramblers.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's good stuff. So we're going to all the thrift stores, the junk stores, and we're rounding up all these records and tapes. And currently right now I'm working on Red Rector's collection of reel-to-reel tapes and photos.
Tell folks what you're looking for while you're just there for a moment. And so in case anybody out there has it, they can contact us and get you in contact with it. What all are you looking for as far as records, music, just anything?
Anything on the local labels, things like Whirly Max or, Jimmy Murphy, David West, folks like that. Photographs, we're looking for old photographs to digitize and scan and film, videotape. Basically, our media, we have a 2-story cabin on the grounds of the Great Smoky Mountains Heritage Center in Townsend, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we're putting together a museum downstairs that's having all the local music history. And upstairs is our studio. And we also have a vault with all the stuff that we store in.
Amazing.
Anybody's welcome to come up and visit. We'd love to see anybody and share what we're doing.
How can people hear the radio that you're doing? How do they find it?
You can just Google SmokyMountainRadio.org and go to our website and hit play on the button. It's streaming worldwide. And
you know that little thing that you had at the Historical Center?
Yeah.
Where you walk up, push a button, and play?
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was me.
Oh, did you hear yourself?
And I just walked up there, and there's a kid playing it. Evidently told me, just said, "That you playing on this, ain't it?" And I said, "Well, I ain't never heard it. I don't know."
Oh.
And then you had it in the movie.
Yeah.
I wrote that song, Appalachian Dream.
Love it.
And you come on with it.
Yeah.
And it was just, boy, you've done so much research, but I've got some stuff that I need to find. I've got Eddie Arnold, I filmed that when we done his 82nd birthday.
Yeah.
And I want you to get that. See if Marshall Landy, he's got it. You know, he filed everything.
Oh, sure.
He's got that. You need that bad because
I'll ask him.
They was so tight security. They had me, his daughter's one booked us in there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Had me and Luke, Marshall Landy. And they put us in this room, and he came in with his wife and his secretary. That's all could get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife and his secretary in this private dining room. They did let the mail carrier come in. There was a lady wanted to wish him happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And they did let her in. That's all could get in there because he's under tight security, back in. And
yeah, right.
Of course, the people that run it was his glass company that he made the glass for California Stars.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he owned the Brentwood Waterworks.
Huh.
And he said, I own the waterworks. Said every time
like him.
Somebody flushes a commode, I probably make a penny or so. He was so rich, And they bought him. He had a big yacht. And they bought him a flag and some stuff to put on that. Oh, that was just like tickling for his birthday party. But what they done, they put me and Luke and Marshall in his room. And when he sat down, we supposed to come out playing Cripple Creek. And when we did, they were going to do Cripple Creek and stop saying happy birthday to him, get his attention, everybody. We come out, we were doing Cripple Creek, and just as I quit, his wife said, "Oh boy, a banjo, my daddy played a banjo." I said, "I'm in, I hope you do." To Luke Mark, I said, "I'm in, I hope you boys have." Then we done, and I got, in that book, you'll see a picture of me and Luke. You got Eddie Arnold and his wife sitting there, and we're in that mirror.
I've seen it.
You seen it? That's what we're standing there picking for him in front of him, doing his songs.
Uh-huh. That's awesome.
Make the world go away.
What's he doing in my world?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, in bluegrass style?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, flat top and the banjo. That's all we had.
That's perfect.
Of course, Luke sounded like orchestra. So
yeah. It's like three
Luke's
in one.
orchestra and my banjo.
Well, that's the thing I love about these museums and the people's interest in our local music. And I will say this. I'm very proud of East Tennessee. I'm very proud of our music history. We've got something special. We always have. and it's not going anywhere. It's really nice to see young people getting into the old-time music and the older country. It's really nice. My DJs are all in their 20s and 30s.
That's amazing.
So I
love that.
Makes me happy. We did a exhibit on the late Carl and Pearl Butler at the History Center last year, or maybe it was the year before. I found Carl's things, suits, photographs, everything, in a home in North Knoxville. His brother Alan had saved them all. So we did this thing, and it was very well received. And what surprised me the most, I've got to just say this, Dolly Parton came to our exhibit.
Is that not that's great. I love her.
I do too. I never thought I would meet her. She just shows up, and I'm like one of a million people that's had her picture, taken together. But I couldn't breathe. It was wild, and it introduced me to her folks over at Opar. And can I play you something really rare?
Yeah, please.
This is an unknown Dolly recording from 1960. Now, she's a kid, basically, but the record is her uncle, Bill Owens.
Yeah.
This was recorded at Yeah, okay. You knew all of these people. You had been right there, smack dab in the middle of it. So Dolly and Bill went up to the recording studio at WIVK, which at the time was located on Gay Street across from Regas.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Or at one time.
Yeah.
And Claude Tomlinson had a service at night. Claude the Cat would record you.
Yeah.
And you could make a demo. So this is Bill Owens, and you can hear Dolly. It's a duet. This is an extremely rare record. The master tape no longer exists, so it's really scratchy. But check this out. It's track 9.
Okay. What's it called?
So Little I Wanted, So Little I Got.
There we go. Let's take a listen to it.
No one's heard this.
Attention is all that I wanted. Just a few kind words, but I got disappointed. Just a little bit of loving would sure help a lot. So little I wanted, so little I got. That's not asking a lot. So I wanted, so little I got. So little of your time you spend with me. So little of happiness I ever see. I'm getting no sleep, and you're the reason I'm not. So little I wanted, so little I got. So little I wanted, just a smile.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever heard that.
I don't think anybody has.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was one of those 45s that maybe sold 200 copies, or maybe Bill Owens. Mostly giveaways. Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To get people interested. Nobody knew that Dolly would be a superstar within 6-7 years.
Isn't that that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's great history. You know, all those small regional recording studios that, David owned one. What?
And Ellie White.
You and Ellie White, yeah.
I forgot about that. You asked me the other day. I said, I don't remember him, but we recorded records there.
You sure did.
And you got to hear how.
I would love to know how.
Okay, it wasn't nothing there, but the main building and a lawnmower shop. And what we did, after you closed the store, my sister played bass on the records.
Oh, no kidding, Faye?
Faye. And I played guitar, and I can't think his boy's name. I played steel, and I engineered it. I might not even played on it. I think I played flat top rhythm after I got. What we did, we took a microphone and sat with everybody. The boys were going to sing, and whoever was going to sing, or this is funny right here. It's part of it. But and I would take and go and move that microphone. I said, "Now y'all play the same level every time." So I'd move it to the bass sound just exactly right. And she played the same lick.
Wow.
In the steel player, I had him a mic. I said, and I mixed it before we started with microphones, and then we started playing it. And if you got Mike Mink,
I do not.
you got to have him.
No.
He recorded "Walking in the Midnight Rain," and
I do have that. Yeah.
He used to sing. He used to sing "Ring of Fire" at the barn.
It was recorded right there in that store.
You're kidding.
I moved the microphones.
I do have that record. Yes.
You got to play that now.
I didn't know you were on that, but your name is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I wouldn't produce it for him, but I smoothed all the microphones and adjusted them before we started playing. We made a run through it. And I listened to it back on the tape recorder.
Yeah.
And I said, that's good. We got a good mix. Nobody won't move. And what's so funny about it, what we'd do, we'd close the store and lock the door. Well, one night, we was recording, we forgot to lock the door, and here a guy come in here, the door slammed, blam! We just left it on the record.
Oh, my gosh. I've got to pull that back.
Luke said I was the one take David. Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
I do one. I didn't want to do it over because I'm interested in getting a little money to get out of town on.
Yeah.
And when I heard that record, I don't know which record it was on, but you could hear the door. It was that big door had a screen door, like big old cable on it, and screen door. You know they call them that.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And it said, "Wham!"
I love it.
I guess Buddy Holly left crap on his like that. The crickets and making noises.
Oh, I hear stuff like that all the time. You'll hear trucks rumbling by in the background, all kinds. Nobody cared.
Hey, we was recording one night at this place, he had a little studio. It was right next to a railroad station. And when that train started, it said, "Play Little Orange Blossom." And they recorded that train going out back.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was at Marlar's recording. He had to put it in that studio.
Was that Earl?
Earl Marlar.
Where was that studio located?
It was off of, what's that name? That road at there? Tillery Road, is it?
Tillery?
Tillery Road, ain't it? And that big old, you see his bus sitting in there, and there's a sawmill. Yeah. And that big old studio. When he had to put in that studio, he started TV here. And he had to pay so much before Channel 12. He started.
Earl Marlar did.
He had a low power television station out of high school.
Yeah.
In fact, we used to do Anderson County football on it. We would go film it and then
do you remember
do football.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
he was bluegrass, and he thought he was Bill Monroe.
I found one record by him, just one, and it was great, and I never knew who he was.
I didn't know he played music.
I played
a businessman.
I played the funeral.
Wow, David, that's amazing.
I got to tell you a story about that too. But he requested this song, one song on the banjo for him. And then his wife called me up, paid me real good, and I said, "Well, I wouldn't charge you." No, I played it, and I can't think of the name of it. It's something about, it wasn't Wayfarer Stranger, but it's something like that.
Something around those, and
beautiful. A few days later, she sent me a check, and it was the same amount. And it big for back in. Yeah. And I called her up and said, "You didn't pay me that." She said, "No, that was so good, I want you to have extra."
Wow.
That's what she said on that. But Earl thought he stood like Bill, played his mantle like Bill.
Real stiff.
First time I ever played at Cherokee Country Clubs was this Earl Marlar. He booked in there at Cherokee Country Clubs. I didn't even get in the place, back in.
Yeah.
And we went in there, and he wanted to do Bill Monroe numbers, Of course, it made me no difference because back then I was playing bluegrass. I played everybody's number.
Yeah,
Yes,
you knew them all.
And but he paid them to practice. If you went to his house and practiced, you got $5 way back there to come in and practice. He set up like a big boy, had a big bus, and he has a nice studio, a TV studio. You remember it, Ron, don't you? When he made some in that channel or something, Channel 2 or
Channel 12.
12. that's
Yeah,
right, well,
Channel 12. Yeah, I remember. Absolutely, I remember.
Yeah.
Is that the same station where you had your own TV show, or is that a different channel?
Well, it started out 12 and it went.
Well, Earl started LPTV.
Okay.
And in fact, I don't. It's not still going today, but he ended up leasing space to Jewelry TV in his latter days, and it was just a rebroadcast of theirs on a network, on TV network. But it was low power TV out of high school. I can't remember when it started, but he ran it till he passed away, and then
Yeah, I played on that.
I believe his wife tried to run it, and then she ran into hard times, and then I think everything transferred over to his daughter, and I don't know where his daughter is these days. But no, I was very familiar with it. You know, it was a big deal when he put it up. He put it up sometime in the maybe late 90s when LP TV and LP radio kind of first got its wings.
Right.
That's when Earl put that up. And
He was smart to get in on the ground floor of that.
And he worked with some folks, local attorney here named Dale Cantrell, and some kids from high school. They'd go out and film it, and we'd pay them to go do it. They'd film it and put it on television and give us we'd put the audio on the radio.
Wow.
So we'd be doing Clinton Dragon football live, and as soon as the Dragons were done, if they were in town, they'd drive the tape down to me, the videotape. We'd put it in and play the audio so you could hear the Anderson County football game after Clinton. Earl and
That's fascinating.
those folks up there. Yeah, we did that for quite some time.
Was that on WYSH?
Yeah, it's right
WYSH, right here.
Right here.
It was something. I didn't know that, Ron.
Yep, we started that. Sometime I'll have to go back and look. I bought this in '90, so it was sometime in the '90s.
There's I'd like to mention that I've got a little piece of your own history here.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's time. Let's get it out.
That's the bad thing about radio. It's usually somebody's got it saved somewhere.
Well, this is lucky. A guy named David Farmer.
Oh, Lord, David, I've been talking to David this morning.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I was just checking on him, see how he's doing. He's having some kidney problems. He's a little under the weather, but he's still right here with us on. I guarantee he's listening.
It was my first radio show with Kathy Hill and David Farmer.
What was the name of that show?
David Farmer Show.
Fagan Show.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Fagan Show.
Oh, Jim Fagan.
Yes.
Wow, now you're talking a name that's...
He was the backup band for Jim and them.
Yeah.
And Jim was over at the store, and he said, don't you come on play on my radio show, YSH, first radio show I ever played on.
Mm-hmm.
Meet another guy, and Kathy Hill was there, and David Farmer was in charge of the band.
And studios were right downtown here on, was it Market or Cullum?
It was 6x8.
Yeah, a little 6x8 room was a
Is the
studio.
building still there?
It's a little
Yeah,
bitty
it's-
thing.
I've got to check that out. I'll document these old studios.
Hey, we all had to get in, do this, and then shut the door behind us, then we backed up against the door to pick. That's how little it was.
That's tiny.
You're 6x8 feet.
You weren't
About as
kidding when
big
you
as
said
this
that.
right here.
That's-
No, it's about as big as this right here, wasn't it,
Kathy
David?
Hill, I met Kathy Hill and well, me and David kind of knew each other. We hadn't picked none together. That's my first deal.
So what you've got is Mr. Farmer's.
Did you ever pick on the Clinch Mountain Jamboree?
The what?
This is a radio show called the Clinch Mountain Jamboree, which aired on WYSH about 1970.
Okay.
And let's just hear a minute or two of it.
What number is it?
It is track 13. Lucky number 13.
That works. Let's see what we got here. I'm anxious to hear this.
This is early WYSH.
Hey, boil them cabbage down. This is David Farmer, and this is the Clinch Valley Jamboree. We'd like to welcome you to the next 30 minutes. We think we've got a show planned out here that you're going to enjoy. So just rear back and throw another big log on the fire and get your feet good and warm, because we're going to try to entertain you. Right now, to get things started, we've got Bob Cox singing an old Eddie Arnold song. It's Heart Full of Love. Bob?
I traded a heart full of love for a handful of kisses that you were just throwing away. I traded a lifetime of dreams for a few carefree moments that you felt like wasting that day. If I had known you didn't care, I wouldn't be so blue. 'Cause I'd have left my heart at home and played the game like you. I'm hoping that you had your fun. 'Cause that handful of kisses has broken my trusting heart in two. I gave you a love that was true, or a heart that was fickle. I wish I had known at the time. Now you had me fooled, 'cause I thought you meant it when you said that you would be mine. But now that we have said goodbye, I see the light of day. I had a moment's happiness, but what a price to pay. I traded a heart full of love for a handful of kisses that you were just throwing away.
Where'd you find that at, brother?
I believe Mr. Farmer brought it to me. I ran into. Didn't he work at Souderville for a little bit? Wasn't he a teacher?
He did. He worked out here till just recently, till he got to where he couldn't come back.
Yeah, nice guy. He brought a reel-to-reel tape, a couple of reel-to-reel tapes to me, and we digitized it, and that was what was on it. It was a miracle. Every little piece of radio that survives is a miracle because it went out live. It wasn't supposed to be captured, but sometimes people would accidentally tape it, or folks would think to keep a show. So, it's like the midday merry-go-rounds from the 1940s. Very little survives. They didn't have tape back then, but they had disc cutters. And I've been able to find Chet Atkins on the midday merry-go-round, 1943. Tommy Covington, all these people, Luke Brandon, Ralph Cornish, Roy Sneed, all these people. Yeah. And, of course, David. I found a David West recording I didn't know existed.
Probably Bob Cox on the fiddle.
Yeah.
John Rice Irwin was on the music and the radio stuff that they did in the 70s as well.
Wow.
He's at the doctor right now. So.
Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy. Get well soon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's great stuff. What else have you got over here?
Man, I got too much. It'll last all day. But I will say this. This man that I'm sitting next to has done so much for our local regional history. And those of you that know David know who he is and how he is. But those of you that have never met David maybe don't realize how much this man has helped others and what a good man he is and a good person. And
how much is costing me?
You'll get a bill.
Yeah, a year's supply of Superderm salve, David, if you've got any left.
Hey,
Herman Mitchell was playing lead guitar and Jerry Lambden on bass.
Thank you very much.
Who on bass?
Jerry Lambden.
Yeah, I remember. That's who was on there when I played.
There you go. Yeah. That's it.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Something happened to me I was doing the historical big open air show we have every year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Barney got me and he said, when you get off here, I'll take you to Tennessee Theater. They're showing movies over there. And don't you see something? So I walk in. I had no idea what they were going to do. And they set me on the front row. Well, here comes the Barnum and Buster show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there I was on it.
There you go.
Here comes Cass Walker show.
Yep.
There I was.
There you were.
Everybody's looking at me. I'm sitting on the front row, and directly here comes Jim Clayton show.
Star time.
And I was on it. And I heard somebody saying I went out. Said he was on every show we had up here.
Yeah.
If they needed a banjo
I
player,
didn't know all this was coming off.
Yeah.
Still the part where
We
I really-
ambushed you.
steel guitar was Paul Wilder.
Oh.
Do you know Paul David?
Who?
Steel guitar player on that
Paul
was
Wilder?
Paul Wilder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
There you
well.
go. There it is.
Yeah, I reckon I do. He booked us. He's a booking agent.
Okay. Well, he was playing steel guitar on that.
Oh,
what
no,
we just said.
yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Widener that run a dollar store at Book for me and David. Took us on shows. I can't think his. Yeah, I know. What that Paul's name again?
Wilder.
Well, let me tell you the story on Paul.
Okay.
We was picking together, and then he went with the Appalachian Museum later, after David. And he said, you know what I'd like to have, David? I said, what's that? He said, a barber shop. So that building right next to the barn with that big glass in it,
Yep.
I've got pictures of it, and
Yep.
that's there. And I built that for him.
That was the barbershop.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
barber shop. I built
okay.
it just for Paul Widener.
Wow.
And Widener's a guy. And
Yeah.
I built that. Oh, it was nice. It had antique. We antiques. It had one of them big floor sinks. I still got it. That big floor sink in my house,
Mm-hmm.
out in my garage. And we had a barber chair. Oh, we fixed it up nice inside. Antiqued it. And I got pictures up in my scrapbook. Did you see that
I
barber
did.
shop?
Yeah,
That's
I wondered
it.
about that.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
a barber shop. Boy, Mr. Epson
That's
put
amazing.
stripes on the front of the building. It was pretty.
O.D. Abston did
O.D.
that.
Epson, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
And
that's another name.
Paul took a notion to leave or maybe go play music with somebody or something. And he left his license there. And he said, I cut hair by watching everybody, you know. L.E. said I was as good as anybody. He was over the bar
Really?
college.
Yeah, I remember.
He said I was as good as anybody he ever saw. So when Paul left, he left his license hanging up in there. And he said, you just go ahead the rest of the year and cut hair if you want to. So I did. I cut hair the rest of the year.
You're kidding. You're a barber. I had no idea. Add that to the list of incredible things.
And I got a picture of us
Wow.
cutting hair there.
Oh,
Me and Larry Mathis. was
Larry
there.
Mathis was a hairdresser.
And,
Yeah.
And I did that. And but I cut hair there. And
that's incredible. How
I
long did
built
that
it-
place?
I believe it.
How long was that around?
I believe it was 70. I'm seeing my house with big pictures of it.
Yeah.
And I believe it was 70 or 71.
Mm-hmm.
I got the first dollar in this picture that I took in there.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I've been in a lot of things.
You've done everything.
It's incredible.
I built that thing for him, and
Yeah.
Wilder was there. Even the state troopers would come get their haircut there, and we'd.
Now you've been a deputy sheriff too, haven't you? Have you been?
Yeah, in Knox County, I was with Joe Jenkins, David. Whatever his name, David was the big guy under
He
him.
was the big guy.
Yeah, he helped run it, and I was his sister.
It's incredible. See, I didn't know that either. The more I find out about you, the more
Well, you saw that
amazed.
book. You saw
Yes.
all my stuff.
Yeah, that was the first time I was really surprised. I'm like, there's another thing you've done.
Yeah. And he was a fingerprint man, and I had to go with him. He wanted me to go with him all the time, you know, fingerprints, because he had VP. That was his vice. See, Joe Jenkins, he was the guy that run it. And so we did pretty well because he knew a lot about it. You know, he was retired from the Army. And Joe Jenkins' daddy called him and said, we need some help down there bad. So we put him over. And he put down on it VP. And I remember one night me and Fred was playing on Kingston Pike. And I said, there was a cop following me. We was in a panel truck. And we traveled in Greystone, Wyoming. And I said, he's got his lights off, just follow me. He hit me with blue lights and come up there and he said, see your driver's license. I just whooped out my credentials. And he said, do anything like this, put his hand over his badge in his name. He said, well, I don't need you to do this. I'll see you later. And I hit him the next day. I said, he acted awful funny. I said, what does VP mean? That's you're his boss.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's great.
I noticed he put his hand over his name. I said, what's your name? He said, you don't need it. And he walked back. And I mean, I was, you know, I wasn't being smart. I thought I introduced him to him. He saw who I was and my picture.
He's like, I'm out of here. That's good.
He said, we don't need you to do it. It took off. I said, he said, he saw VP on there. You're my vice.
Yeah.
He is something the way he fingerprinted people and all his.
That's just,
David Riggs, he was the highest guy there.
mm-hmm. David Riggs.
Yeah. Riggs, he told everybody.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. I know exactly. Yeah. Wow. Man, you were just.
I played his funeral.
I call this the 7 degrees of David. Everything is connected to you, one by one.
No.
I know his daughter, Sandy. She's a wonderful lady.
David Riggs was he was the man up there.
Yep, that's right. That's amazing.
I took St. Daniel, we had soup day.
Yeah.
And David come there for Thursday, and he got back in one of the dining rooms there, little dining room. And he come in kind of late when people thinned out, and he'd sit there and pick his manager. He done a tablature. And we walked through there, and I said, Zane, you know David Riggs? He said, yeah, he run to jail for, I forget how many years. He said, hey, they done, David. David kept picking away. And let me tell you this about him. Okay, he loved banjos. And this reason he wanted me in there to work with him, so we could talk banjos all day.
David, the state trooper pulled you over was David King.
Who?
David King.
Yeah.
That's what somebody just texted.
So many, everybody remembers.
Everybody listens.
Yeah, I put them all together, buddy. But anyhow, I got this real old Vega banjo. James did work there. And he could set them up. He was just good. I just got so sick of fool banjos. I didn't want to touch them. But on his, I had to do all that, and I started.
Right.
And so I gave James. Well, he had this Vega, and this Ron comes in on Ron. So but anyhow, when he died, he told his daughter, he said, now you take his Vega and trade it to David for something you want. She wanted a Martin guitar. Well, that's the second time I owned it. I sold it to him. I put it. I just hung it on the wall. Well, we was playing a show for Ron. He was running for mayor. He was running for mayor in
2009.
2009.
Yeah. Big Mike's son, he was learning to play banjo, and he said, let's take some banjos now. He's going to play double banjos on it. I said, I ain't going to carry no 2 banjos. He said, can I pick one out? I said, pick out any one you want. I had a $20,000 gold one, but he wanted to pick that. He said, I'm just picking on this Vega. It's a real good banjo, David. You picked it. I said, no, the last thing I want to hear is another banjo. And so he took it, and we picked it, me and him both, on Ron's campaign trail.
Wow.
Well, we took it that night and played it on TV. And when I played it, I said, this is out of sight. Yeah. This is as good as my $20,000 one. That's what I've been picking, and still got it today.
The Vega.
It come from David Riggs.
Wow.
And I got it. It was made in 62 when Martin owned them.
That's amazing.
And I still got that.
Is that the one you've been playing all these years? Is the Vega?
For several years.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I got an Earl Stroke Special, but that gold one, but I don't know this. I wouldn't have had a Vega if you give it to me to play. But this one is just, John Alvarez has got one like it, and Grandpa Jones, the 3 of us got them thing. And it's a Vega, I can't think of that title it is on it. VIP.
Vega VIP.
VIP, and it was made by Martin, 1962, I believe.
What else did you bring for us, Bradley?
Well, you know, this makes me wonder if this is David playing banjo. This is a Bonnie Lou and Buster 45. It's really rare.
I can tell you when it starts.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's see. We'll do the 5-second test. The needle drop.
It might take more than 5 seconds. But...
Okay. Let's see if this is David. This is something called Smoky.
Just get on somebody else. They've heard me out for 13 years.
What cut we got?
Oh, let's go to number 2.
Okay.
This is something called Smoky Mountain Fiddler, and it was written by Ellie White. And I wondered if this is you on the banjo, David.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Here we go.
1974.
can't correct it. I thought I could tell in just a moment, but
yeah, it's a mystery.
We've decided it's 50-50 chance.
50-50. Yeah. Well, David's on so much. I mean, literally.
Normally, in something, I would put some chromatic licks.
Yeah.
That's why I suspect it's not you on that.
It didn't sound like what I was doing, but I had to play. That's me on all the Square Tune records, a bunch of them, and I had to play straight.
Yeah, you.
And when me and Luke worked for Bill Monroe, you didn't know that.
I did not know that, no.
Okay, L.E. called me from Nashville and said, Bill needs a band. He said he needs a banjo and a fiddle and a guitar. Mm-hmm. And I told him about you and Luke. I said, I don't know. We're playing big band. We're not doing bluegrass. You can play it. So we went to Nashville, and he had the Reno boy playing bass, one of Don Reno's boys. I think that's his first name. They didn't tune or nothing. They tuned his mantle up, and he didn't say a word. He was eating, and they said, come on, you're on next, Bill. He got up. We're going to do one. I'm going to get Lee to kick it off. Boy, I was thankful, but I didn't know it was kickoffs. Lee kicked it on the fiddle. You understand, a little mag or something. I stuck that banjo in his ear. I thought, you're going to light me or run me off, boy. Luke had that guitar playing a chord for every note. He started smiling.
Bill did.
Yeah, I thought, boy, where he been? When we got through, this is his first show. He said, give these boys a hand. Now, this is what you call a band, right? This is a band.
Wow. It was hard to please Bill Monroe.
It was hard.
Yeah. He was in it.
I've been nervous, too.
Well, see, I told L.E., I said, now, I've been around Bill, and I saw him.
He's a little cantankerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm a little bit skittish to him. I said, he starts bawling me out. I'm leaving. I don't have to take that because, I like him and I admire him, but I'll never take no back.
Oh, he was legendary, cantankerous. But what a gifted musician.
Well, that's Stone and Orange Blossom. That's me on it.
Oh, man. Next show, we're going to play that. I'm going to bring, that's one of my favorite clips that you did on the Bonnie Lou and Buster show. Yeah. That is smoking hot.
1968, I believe.
68. Yeah, early on. And it's a miracle that television survives. And it survives because you knew where to find those old tapes. We went and got them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bonnie Lou let us preserve them. And Buster, well, he was gone, I think, by then.
That means you preserved.
I think about 46 shows that were left.
I was on most of them, wasn't I?
You're on almost all of them. Yeah, from the early 60s, or early 70s, up to about 1980, 81, somewhere in there. Yeah. Then another fella came in. I can't remember his name. I think it was Don McCann or somebody like that.
Don McCann, yeah. He traveled with us and played, he played bass. See, he was the guy that played for Jim and Jesse for a long time, played banjo.
That's right, yeah, right, early on.
And so he come to work when we travel and go toward Myrtle Beach. He lived there somewhere in North Carolina, right in the first part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he wrote that song, Grave in the Bend of the Valley. Have you got that? Boy, it's a good song.
I'll have to look it up.
He wrote it, and it just quit Jim and Jesse, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, she said, we're going to go to Myrtle Beach, and we're going to, they took me on everything and said, we're going to stop in North Carolina and pick up a bass player. And, boy, he looked nice. He had this big old head of hair.
Yeah, he had a big old head of hair, didn't he?
They didn't want you smoking. They didn't like people to smoke.
Bonnie Lou Buster.
But this guy chewed tobacco and spit in a coke bottle. And see, I didn't know him.
Don?
Yeah, first time I ever saw him. So we go on this tour, and at night, I jumped in my bed, go to sleep, and he'd fiddle around. I didn't care what he'd done. We didn't even talk much. So this is kind of funny. We've been out for 4 days and nights. So we talk a little bit. How you doing today? Or we eat together and stuff like that. So this particular night we was coming home Sunday morning, about way up in the morning. We was beating him that back at limousine. I was asleep.
Yeah.
Well, we got stopped back in. We had a no route. We come out from Cherokee, North Carolina, and where the Indians are, and Buster had pulled over, just sitting there, I guess resting a minute because he drove away from them. Don't work. And I looked over, and when I did, this guy was bald-headed, no hair. And I heard, what about your hair? Like it like a tickle Bonnie Lou to death. Look, he didn't crack a smile. He said, in its bottom.
Oh.
So I took it off. Hey,
It was a wig he wore. Yeah.
Yeah, around the edge, didn't have nothing. We played it. We played a show somewhere, and he forgot to put his wig on.
Oh, no.
And he was telling his 8 by 10 pictures of that pretty hair, and this little kid said, "That ain't you." Throwed it back.
Oh, yeah, that was a big wig he wore. Yeah, I can imagine.
But see, he took his wig off, I guess, at night, and I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
By the time I
Put
got
it on
up,
the bedstand.
he woke me up one morning and say, "Time to go." And I get up and take my shower right quick and get my clothes on. Better get ready. You know, he was kind of a little flat-spoken just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He was an
He's a
interesting.
sweet guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's good to travel with. He's like L.A.
Yeah.
L.A. was the best when you got acquainted with him, but when you wasn't acquainted with him,
He was quiet, wasn't he? Stoic.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I remember the first trip we went on, we didn't even talk. That limousine had a radio. He'd lean over and listen to it. And he said, "David, asked Edwin where we're going to eat at." I'm getting hungry. Edwin knowed everything. That wasn't since his kid.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to hear the things that went on.
I can't get this one to
All right.
load, Bradley.
We'll go back to the other one.
All right. I'll try one more time here.
Yeah, it may. You never know.
Yeah, when they're done on a computer, sometimes they get a little hard to
Oh, yeah.
fiddle with.
Yeah, that's what CDs, I don't know. We found that they don't. We always used to think they'd last forever, but they're not. The dyes are starting to fade, that the leather cuts into it. So we make digital files, and that seems to be the way to
That's
go.
the way to do it now.
Yeah.
All right.
David, you told me a great story once of being on the road so much that what you had to do at some point, because back then y'all wore suits and ties. Everybody looked real nice and snazzy. Yeah, and you just go to sleep.
Sleep in his clothes.
Yeah, and he would make sure not to, like, move. He would...
I could lay them sleep straight, not even turn over.
Yeah, you wake up with no wrinkles.
About 4 hours is all you're going to get, though. So.
Yeah. You've done a lot.
I'd be so wore out.
Pick us another one to listen to here, Bradley.
Oh, man, we've been talking about Ellie White so much. Let's listen to him doing a very rare recording from the late 60s. As a matter of fact, at Ciderville, you can see a slick for an album that was never released by Ellie White called Knoxville, Tennessee. It's so rare. We've got to scan that. This is the 45, and it's a classic.
All of a sudden, this one's not playing. I don't know what's happened here.
Oh, maybe I should.
Maybe it's got warmed up.
Maybe I can sing a few bars.
There you go. But
yeah.
Hopefully, I can get it to work. What cut is it, brother?
Oh, let's try Knoxville, Tennessee. Ellie White, number 7 in the book.
Dad Burn.
Do you remember Knoxville, Tennessee? It's a great little song. Didn't quite catch on.
He wrote 500 songs. They said.
I believe it. What a gifted songwriter.
I believe he had 250 recorded. Artists. Lola told me that.
Yeah, Lola. Now, she was talented, too.
Lola Jean.
Great lady. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the hits she wrote.
Oh.
The Day All Over Again.
When the Tingle Becomes a Chill.
Oh. My life with Dolly Parton, only 18.
Yeah, I love Lola Jean. That's my one regret, is I didn't reach out to her in time. She passed away, I think, about 2 years ago.
Did she?
Yes, sir, she did. And she was on my list to get to an interview, but I just didn't make it in time.
I was trying to get a hold of her. I called her about 4 or 5 years ago.
Did you really?
Talked to her.
Oh, man, that's great.
She's supposed to come up and stay with us. But she didn't get that.
Yeah. Well,
her and Ellie would come up, and this used to be we called it the Preacher Studio. We had a piano and all over there where Merle is now in that studio. And David would bring them up. Me and David sat over here, some part where you played with them, and they'd go over there and pick live on the radio.
Wow.
Saturday, we did it on Saturday mornings a couple of times.
That is awesome.
I don't remember how many times you brought them over, but
oh yeah, several times.
I did. You're the reason our kids are ugly.
Love it. Love that. That's one of my favorites.
It is.
And Mr. Walker, we used to bring him out here.
Oh yeah.
He's coming to do live stuff.
Oh yeah, man. I've got some of that on tape, on cassette tape somewhere.
If you ever find them, let me know and I'll digitize them.
I've got it. I know I saved part of it when 20 years ago when we first started doing this. David gave me some stuff and I saved it. I digitized it so that we could put it on the air. And I found some of my old stuff and saved it. I'll get it for you. I'll look it up.
Thank you.
And I'll give it to you.
Well, I'll give you.
I can't
this
get it
CD.
to play for whatever reason.
Well, they're funny like that. I think. what you're holding in the CD, and you save it for next time, is a lost recording of the Kaz Walker Show on WIVK in 1956. Wow. Yeah. Somebody had a wire recorder and taped it off the air, and none of those shows were known to exist. So I was stunned when that came out. Now, David, you were just a kid.
Something for you. You don't let me forget. We get back.
Okay.
I know where there are a bunch of old stuff at.
Okay. Well, it's just, wire recordings were only around for a few years because reel-to-reel tape took them away. It was superior. And there are 6 or 7 of these wires, and they are fantastic. Did you know that Kaz had a show called the East Tennessee Jamboree? Yeah. And it was run by Walter Bales, I think was his name.
Bale family. I worked with Walter.
Did you really?
Traveled with him. See, his brother died or got killed or something.
Yeah.
It's a Bale's brother.
Yeah, right.
And then Walter, he come by to see me right before he died, and I was out. Someone couldn't get there. Mm-hmm. And he said, tell David I come by to stay with you. Let me tell you a little quickie story on him. He was playing when Hank Williams started. Bell Buzz was top.
Right. They were big.
They said that Hank Williams walked out. He wasn't big then. He was just starting. He said, who am I competing against? And they said the Bell Brothers. They pulled up in a big limousine. The boys said
they had a huge one. Yeah.
And he said, shoot, I'll knock him dead. He went out. But Walter come to work for Kaz Walker, and he said, well, you travel some with me, and I travel. I played several shows with Walter Bell.
That's amazing.
They had out Dust on the Bible.
Dust on the Bible. I love that one.
Hey, I got this one to load over here on his computer. What cut do you want? We can try and do it on this.
Is that the one track?
It's the first one you gave me.
Oh, we're okay. Well, I want to go back. We're talking about LE. Let's try number 7. Let's hear this really rare one.
Okay, let's fingers crossed now, fellas.
Yeah. Okay. You never know. This is live radio. Anything can happen.
It's the way it's supposed to be. All right. Let's see here. Come on now. I might have spoke too soon. Nope. Here we go. Let's see. It's trying. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee. I'd like to wake up in the morning to the smell of country town. As the sun comes a-peeping across so smoky at me. Just to hear my mama calling sure would be a welcome sound. For I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee. Well, I'm leaving today, I'm heading that way. Memories of home keep calling me. I've been gone too long from my mama and home. Now I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee. Far away in the lonesome old town, where you don't know your neighbor and you couldn't care less about me. I'd like to wake up in the morning where the sun shines warm all around. For I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee. Well, I'm leaving today, I'm heading that way. Memories of home keep calling me. I've been gone too long from my mama and home. Now I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee. Yes, I've got new dreams of old memories of Knoxville, Tennessee.
There you go.
Knoxville, Tennessee. One of my favorite places.
We did that. Do you want to stay with this, or do you want me to switch over to this one?
Do y'all want to hear some Kaz Walker rarities?
We can do that. We got time.
How much time we got?
Whatever you want.
Well, let's just.
I know a guy.
We got all right. Listen,
hey, the guy on this won't throw us out.
No. He's a good guy. All right, let's see here if I can get it to play.
That's
all right. It'll take me just a moment.
So when we think about radio guys in Knoxville, there's like James Dick.
Oh yeah,
there's Jim Dick and Ron, same way. You're like the radio kingpin.
I don't know about that,
That's
pal.
pretty cool, man. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
I love radio. I love it.
You know, if you
Thank
got
you.
power, you can get something done, Mr. Absent. We did a reel to reel,
Yeah.
and he was wanting WIVK to listen to it, and he's went done all the Jim Dick's advertisement, all his pictures and on the buses.
Yes.
on
Yeah, he
buses.
did the artwork for all
Yeah,
that.
he did all that.
That's right.
So he walked in there to Jim Dick, when him and Jim Dick just big buddies.
Good.
So he worked on all of his good stuff. And Bobby Denton was over the thing right then, but Jim Dick had to be in there, and he done called him, make appointment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring my boy up there, and he's got a reel tape, and I want you to play it on WIVK. That's how powerful it was. So he walked in, he said, we can't play nothing like that. He said, Jim Dick said, Bobby, we got to play this on WIVK. But they got on WIVK.
Mr. Dick said it, you did it.
Oh,
Here I am, just a young bystander. I didn't know what was going on between none of them.
did you get to hear yourself on the radio?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I bet that was great, David. Well, do you still have the tape?
Was that the first time you heard yourself on the radio?
I'll give you everything I got when we go back.
We'll check it out.
Tell us what we got here, Bradley. I'm going to flip it up and get going.
Well, let me tell you. I mean, I grew up with Kaz Walker like most of us. And the more that I've researched Kaz Walker, I will have to say that man, number one, needs to be in the Country Music Hall of Fame. He did so much, and we are talking all the way to 1929 when his first radio shows for WROL. Yep. At some point, David, correct me if I'm wrong, you were there. This guy, he had 3 shows a day, right? One in the morning, and then there was an afternoon show on the radio, and then an evening show. Plus, he was doing TV on Channel 6, Channel 10, and had a show on Channel 26 for a while. When did he sleep?
And
He didn't. It's about 3-4 hours that night, wasn't it? 4 or 5?
Yeah, and one time, I believe it was at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, he bought the time and run all 3 was Kaz Walker show. And
At the same time.
He'd get up and say,
Is that even legal?
hey, here's what he would say. If you don't like this show, turn the channel. Oh, there's Kaz Walker. He said on all 3, if you don't like this show, turn the channel.
Oh.
And then one of them, he said, I guess you'll watch Kaz Walker tonight.
Well, that's the thing about, I think a lot of people don't realize how deep his legacy goes. I mean, we all know about Dolly. We know about
Everly Brothers.
We know about the Everlys, but we're talking the Bales family, the Osborns, the Bailey brothers, the Masters family. I mean, this guy.
Good, the Masters.
Oh, it's the harmonies, just wonderful stuff.
And see, I was working in a store just about. See, one of them works in produce, one of them's a cashier. His mom.
There's a meat cutter. And
we give him all jobs, see.
Well, that's the other thing. He gave a lot of people help. You know what I mean? He'd hire you. Pearl Butler worked for him. He would hire you. And
Didn't he say Pearl was rough as tough as nails when somebody do something in the store? Or didn't he talk about, didn't you tell me that story?
What was it now?
Pearl Butler, when she worked for Mr. Walker?
She worked for him. And see, Carl never would use her. And he used them. What's that thing?
Don't Let Me Cross Over.
Don't Let Me Cross Over, and it made his biggest hit. So he Mr. Walker tell me, what reason he never did use her, but she made him.
She made him. And like every record he made from that record on had Pearl on it. They wouldn't let him do soul.
And the singers, you just stand there like nonchalant, like there wasn't nothing going on, just to make a move or something.
Oh.
So this is from 1956?
This is 56.
Okay.
This is the East Tennessee Jamboree on WIVK at the old studio. Now, that building is one of the few that's still abandoned downtown Knoxville. And I got in there.
IBK for it went to IBK.
That's right.
IBK.
IBK, man, you're good. Wow. Nobody remembers that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Independent Broadcasters of Knoxville.
I remember when it was that way.
Okay, but it's off of a wire, which looks like a piece of fishing line.
That's what it is. I remember.
Basically magnetic. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
And you never wanted to like mess one up because that was it. You had to throw it away. It's a miracle these survived in a shoebox for over 65 years. Judy Carey, she's singing on these.
Yeah.
She was a teenager at the time. She brought me these last year, and we found a working wire recorder. I couldn't believe it.
Where? Somewhere?
In Maryville.
Wow.
Some guy had it in a storage bin. He said, "You want this? I'm going to throw it out." And I'm like, "Oh, no, give it to me." And Of course, I plugged it in. It didn't work, but I messed around with it. And it just seems like the reel-to-reels, they were frozen where the reels were.
Yeah.
So we just loosened them up, and boom, here's what you got. Let's go back to Knoxville, 1956, a very rare lost Kaz Walker radio show. Let's just hear parts.
All right, here we go.
Linda, is that right? Linda Carey. And old Judy, she's up in the dentist's office, I think. Is that right?
Well, she's here now, but she has been, so.
Well, we don't want her. We just let her stay. We'll just got plenty of help here from Miss Linda. Uh-oh. Hey, Linda, what are you going to sing for them anyhow?
I'm going to sing Wayfair and Pilgrim. And I want to say that I want to thank the people who've been sending us some letters. And I want to sing a song for Faye Harmon and for James Haney. And also for Lena and Georgia King. They wanted that particular song, but since Judy's not going to be able to sing with me, I have to sing solo. And I also want to do this to Miss Evelyn Lloyd. The title of the song is The Wayfaring Pilgrim. No danger in that broad land to which I roam. I'm going back to meet my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm just going over Jordan.
That was Linda Carey.
Here who do a wonderful job of singing for you, and they sing gospel tunes all the time. The girls are very, very fine duet, we think, and we really believe that they have a wonderful future and entertainment field. Right now we're speaking of the Carey sisters, and here they are to sing a fine song and say howdy to you.
Okay, thank you, Robert. And this afternoon we're going to sing Everybody Will Be Happy Over There. There's a happy land I promised over in the great beyond, where the saved are birds up in the glory there, where the souls of men shall enter and live on forevermore. Everybody will be happy over there. Everybody will be happy over there. Happy will be happy over there. We shall shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ways. Everybody will be happy over there. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers will be singing while saved us and who kept us by his grace, and who brought us to that land so bright and fair. We will praise his name forever as we look upon his face. Everybody will be happy over there. Everybody will be happy, will be happy over there. We'll be happy over there. We shall shout and sing as we do the never-ending ages. Everybody will be happy over there,
Carrie, sister, you're happy on one? And we've got time for just a tad or a pat and a half one,
Yeah,
huh?
just about a verse to this little novelty one called Flip Flop and Fly. All right.
We'll flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. When I get the blues, I give me a rocking chair. When I get the blues, I give me a rocking chair. If the blues don't take me, drop on away from here. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. Like a Mississippi bull talking sitting on a hollow stalk. Like a Mississippi bull talking sitting on a hollow stalk. I got so many women I don't know if the baby's gone. We'll flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye.
Yes, sir, neighbor. That's Jimmy Murphy singing for you. And Gary's sister's kind of backing him up there, doing a good job. Neighbors, we'd like to call your attention.
That was the
Radio on the radio.
Radio on the radio, and the announcer there, guys, is somebody you've heard David talk about a lot, was Little Robert. I didn't know that he was an MC.
Oh, yeah. He took over Kaz's MC work in the 50s on television, on radio, and they had a show called the East Tennessee Jamboree. It came out of the Pines Theater in Sevierville.
Pines Theater, that's where they had the greasy pole.
Yes, sir. That's exactly. That's it. That's the one. Yeah. I swear, David, you need to write another book. Have you thought about that?
I did, but the pencil store up. Hey, my lead broke, I believe.
Your lead broke? You've got a million of them.
He does.
Yeah,
I love it.
And he told me how she did it. See, I drove for Mr. Walker.
Yeah, right.
Anything I want to know about, I ask him from the IRS to this.
To Dolly climbing the grease pole.
And he said, nobody could climb the grease pole. Said she looked like a little tomboy.
Uh-huh.
He said she come in her blue jeans on, and said she got out there and rolled in sand.
Uh-huh.
Got all over, and said she went up that pole like a squirrel. Them presents.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, so we had a festival in Crab Orchard, and Mr. Walker wanted me to put up grease poles. So we greased it. I said, what will you grease it with? He said, get those cheapest lard you can get. It makes it slicker. Oh. And I greased it for about a week. Just put that lard on it. He said, give it a good enough before we take it in there. Well, you couldn't, if you just touch it, your hand fell off. It was slick. And this boy worked on it all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to take the prizes in and give them away Sunday night. So he has to draw a Sunday crowd.
Uh-huh.
And we had a lot of stuff. Mad Jack.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Had stuff up there. Mr. Walker had groceries up there.
Yep.
Had guitars up there from companies. And it's a big thing. And this poor little kid worked from Friday to Sunday night trying to climb it. He went and got blocks and stacked them up and got this on them blocks.
Yeah.
He thought he could go if he could get up a little bit.
If he could get going.
And people said, I want you to look at that kid. Said, I hope he wins something. Said, he's worked all weekend. So then we took it down and give him prizes, your tickets, people.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Mad
nice.
Jack, I remember one thing he had on was a swing, big nice swing. And the guy that was going to put up the mile, Earl Carmichael,
okay,
he was going to stretch out a mile of money down there, dollar bills. He told how many he'd take. But he didn't get there in time. He was coming from Atlanta. And he got 3 speeding tickets trying to get there. And he said, the first ticket, he said, They gave him a ticket, wrote something on his driver's license. He said the next ticket, they took him.
Uh-huh.
And he said the third ticket, they said, see your driver's license. He said, it's down the road about 100 miles. He said, just go ahead and write the ticket.
Yep.
He got 3 speeding tickets trying to get that festival. He come in, just barely on the end of it.
Oh, everything he was going to make, he had to spend on fees and fines. That's,
you don't remember Earl Carmichael, do you?
I never met him. No, I've never even.
Oh, y'all heard some of his commercials. Stop the show, folks. It's Earl Carmichael here. We got these bedroom suits on sale for $2.99.
I love it.
He taught me something about.
On radio or TV?
TV.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you what Walter Bell's taught me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He used me as a special star. You know, that's special track. Yeah,
yeah, sure.
I'd play on it, and then he'd feature me. And when he featured me, see, I didn't know a lot about show business. And I listened to everybody. I didn't get mad. I always listened. And I'd go out. After he introduced me, I'd tell a joke. And he told me one night, he said, don't do it. David, let me tell you, I'd do it better. And I said, yeah. He said, when I introduce you, I got you hot. Play a good, hard banjo tune, and then tell your joke. He told me that.
Wow.
He told me that. I was an Earl. Me and my daddy wanted a recliner. And this is something that stuck with me. And we stopped at Earl's furniture store, and I was going to get it. And I walked in, and he said, now, David, I don't have to be a good salesman to sell you a chair if you come in wanting it. Mm-hmm. It's 75% sold when you walk through the door. And he made me a good deal on it. He said, now, stand here a minute. I'm going to show you what's good and what's bad and sell. And I hadn't been in business too long, and I admired them people told me stuff.
Yeah, right.
You see them people walking up the street there? He's sitting. If I can get them to come through that door, 50%, I'm going to sell them something. Mm-hmm. But he said, now I got to figure out a way to get them to come through the door. And when you get that good, you'll be a good salesman. That's what he told me.
That is
and
awesome.
It made a lot of sense, didn't it?
Yeah.
You had to do gimmicks to get them in.
Right.
And so, you know, we did all kinds of things, throw turkeys off the roof and everything else.
The gimmicks work. And that's the thing. I think what you've done is pretty amazing, where you've taken the best advice from all of these people and put it to your own.
Run that car through the building.
Oh, yes.
The cap on the roof, this is no bull.
It's great. I love it. There's so much character.
This is no bull.
Didn't you used to have an airplane or something crashed in the bank?
It says Solderville crash sale.
Yes. Oh, it's genius.
Well,
and
it's got a lot of attention like this.
Yeah.
That car in the building. It used to, we had the front end of it inside and the headlights still burning.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
That was back when I was running mid day.
Oh, it's a wonderful place. Do you still carry Kaz Walker products or?
No, Ron's got it.
You've got it now, right?
I do.
Where can I get me some Super Derm sack?
I can handle that. I'll take care of it.
I've been looking for it.
He'll grease you right up.
I'll take you right up.
You know, it'd be kind of fun to sell those at the museum. I
can handle it.
Okay, we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Just give me a buzz. We'll fix you right up.
All right, I'm looking for this.
It's your lucky day.
It is my lucky
day. Man, it's so good to have. I really enjoy the stuff that you bring, Bradley. It really does. It's great to go back and listen to it. And it's stuff that I've talked with David for 3 decades about, and to get to hear a lot of it just brings it back to life. You know, it's great.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
Definitely, I love it. I really
guess we're about ready to sign off, ain't we?
We're good. Buddy, it's your call. The show's got your name on it. You tell me when we go. I just push buttons. I'm the chauffeur.
He's your producer.
That's me.
Audience with a lot of talent, so I guess.
David, when's the next Wild Wings show?
I quit.
Did you? I didn't know that.
I retired this year from music.
Okay.
I've got I really might do it. I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
he's retired till he's not.
Yeah.
You know Noe, the guy the barber.
Yeah, the singing barber.
Well, he called me. This is in April, I believe. It's last April. He called me and said, David, I need you to do something for me. Me and my wife get married, and my friend.
Yeah.
Said we're getting married, and said that I asked her who she wanted to play for the wedding. And said she saw you at Wild Wings, and she said, I want David's group. Said it's the most professional group I've ever saw, and it goes so fast. Would you play it for me? And I said, let me think it over. So I ain't said yes or no yet. But I might.
You might.
I hope you do.
I retired from, and this was so nice. from Wild Wings, and Roger, I called him up and told him, I said, Roger, I'm not going to sign up. He said, we take it a year at a time. I said, I'm going to sign up because I just won't quit. I've played so much music, I like to hear it, but I just don't want to do it.
Right.
I can go to my banjo and start taking it out now. I almost get sick.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sitting there in my office, but...
It's had a lifetime of it.
But he said, here's what he said, Roger said, David, you're the most professional show we ever had. You draw the biggest crowd we ever had.
Yep.
And you're an icon, and Knoxville made me feel good. I'm not bragging on myself, that was him.
He's right.
I feel like Fred Smith. I feel like sometimes I'm weaker than a penny pack Kool-Aid and 10-gallon water. But Martin Lou said that was pretty weak. But anyhow, I thought he said anytime, they got 2 Wild Wings now.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to work back with Wild Wings, call me and pick your day, whatever you want. It's sure. That's all you got to do is pick up the phone because you're in. Yeah. And see, when I took it, you could play 40, you had to do 2 45-minute shows, but don't want you quit on that 45 minutes so people could leave, but it's my bunch 8. I went over when there's 25 people in line to get in.
Yeah.
And I walked through the banjo and they thought I was getting ahead of them. I said, no, I'm picking.
No.
And they let me in there. And before COVID, we had like 25 people. And we always had big crowds there. I mean, we packed them in.
Yeah.
And even the person that was over the Wild Wings come there and sit and talk to me one night and said, you got the best show I've ever saw.
Yeah.
But I kept it moving.
Yes.
And this bluegrass guy was in there and he said, I got you figured out. So I watched your show real good. He said, you come out and do a bluegrass song. Then you do a gospel song.
Yep.
Then you do a country song. Then you do a big band song. And then you do a rock and roll song.
Yep.
He said, you got such a variety. They're sitting there wondering what's going to be next.
Yep.
So I said, let me do my show, the big show, and then a little short show on the end. You know, he said, it sure is. Do it any way you want to do it because you're a professional.
Yeah.
And it made me feel good that if I take a notice, if I get froggy that week, all I got to do is pick up the phone.
I've studied your performances and your shows, and what I find is they're quite brilliant in the way you interject humor, comedy, and somebody like the Chicken Man.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have somebody like that. Once there was Claudia Coffey. Was that her?
Wasn't she something?
Oh,
she got stand up. They'd stand up for it at the end of the show to do it over with.
She was amazing, and that mixture. And your pacing, all of it, I mean, years of practice. It takes decades to get to that point.
It does.
To fine tune.
First off, you got to walk out there and get their attention.
Yep.
And I'd walk out and I'd say, we're glad to see all of you. Anybody here for the first time? We were loud. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to start the show. And what I'm going to do is ask you what time it is. Everybody listen to me now. I want to ask you what time it is, and you all say showtime.
Yeah.
What time is it? They say showtime. I said, no, I can't hear you. I want some enthusiasm. And we come out here to forget all of our problems, to have a good time, forget about the world and politics, and let's have a show and everybody get happy.
Yeah.
I said, and if you don't feel happy enough right now, get up there to the bar and they'll fix you up and make you happy. What time is it? And the third time, they'd scream it. And when I did that, Rick would go, doo, on that fiddle.
Yeah.
And he hit so loud they jump out of the seat, you know. And I had him in my hand.
Oh, yeah.
The timing has to be perfect.
Timing. And, you know, that's...
I learned that over the years. See, just like Walter Bells told me.
Yes.
Play and then talk.
Those people, the folks that you were the youngster learning from people that had spent years doing this, and they perfected live, I mean, on stage, on the radio, on television. You know, folks don't have to do that much anymore. You know, they're just instant stars, and they don't have the years behind them to get better.
The
old school, yeah. That's part of the
well, see,
part of the beauty.
When I walked into a place like that, I looked over my crowd. You got to figure out, first off, you got to figure a crowd. And when you do the first song, if you don't get a big hand, it ain't working. Get into rock or something.
Yeah, try something.
Get into something you can do.
And quick.
Yeah, something real quick. I mean, it's just you just have to feel it. And I feel my audience. I look at them, and I've had people say, you can look out in the audience and everybody feels like you're looking at them.
Yeah.
Because I move, you know. I check them out.
Yeah.
I don't stand there stiff.
Right. You make contact.
I make
around the
contact
room,
with everybody.
eye contact. It's a human thing.
And if I see somebody else big, I talk to them. You know, we've got Ray Hand with us tonight, owner of Budweiser and all that. Let's give Ray a big hand and make him feel good. Come on.
Yeah.
Do we love him?
Yeah.
I reckon you do. Y'all drinking his beer over.
Yeah.
So you got to put humor into it.
Yes, right.
And then
a little line here.
If you see a doctor out there, or lawyer, or so you have to do that to get their attention.
You make a
And
connection.
it brings them in on the show, see?
Yes, and the connection. If there's a celebrity out there, you introduce him, and it gets the audience all excited, right? When you like give them a hand.
Yeah.
It just I
See,
love that.
we played at Ray's house, and one night he walked up stage. He said, "David, I'm gonna ask you a question." I said, "Okay. Do you ever get nervous on stage?" I said, "Every time I walk out there." He said, "Well, what is it makes you nervous?" I wonder if that guy's got my money ready when I get through here. And I said, I'm not nervous because I got to do him show. It's what I've been doing all my life.
Yeah, right.
You know, and Rick said, David, we was playing the Smith Brothers Theater, and Luke said, what are we going to start with? I said, I don't know. They introduced us yet. And Rick said, Luke, as long as you work with David, he's got 100 shows in his head. And quick as he looks at the audience, he picks out the one he thinks fits him.
Right.
And that's what we're going to play.
Yeah.
And that was true.
That's it. That's it.
But anyhow,
That's a pro right there, my friends.
we're glad to have you.
Yeah,
It's great.
it's wonderful.
You have to come back sometime. Don't wait so long.
All right, it's been a couple of years.
It has
Come
been.
back next week or 2 or 3 or something.
Oh, we'll just call this the Brad and David show.
There you go.
David and Brad show.
Anytime, come back. And, folks enjoy greatly hearing the old recordings and going back.
Wonderful stuff.
And we enjoy bringing them to them. So anytime you want to come back, you have an open invitation, Bradley.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, David, anything we want to tell folks
Yeah,
before we go?
I saw this and I thought it was so good. It was on the marquee. Let me see if I can get it right.
All right.
Do everything you can, and he will do what you can't. Ain't that a good thought?
That's a good thought. All right, my friends. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I don't know. Should we close out with the David song?
We can if you want to.
Pick any one you want on there. I've never heard this CD. I just picked it up at Ciderville, and they've got some great CDs for
That's
sale.
all gospel, ain't it?
Is that your gospel? You and Luke shouting music.
Shout music, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pick one. Oh, well, maybe we will if I can get the thing. in here.
Oh, it may not. We may have to just sing a cappella, David. That's all right by me. Wait, when did you record this? Do you know? Was that
80s, I guess.
80s? Wow,
Maybe.
it goes back that far.
That's at Appalachian Museum.
Ah,
I
yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
yep.
a first cabin behind it.
Yep, I know it. I know
It might
well.
have been 90s. It could have been, it's 80s or 90s. I forgot.
Well, I don't believe it's going to play, fellas.
Well, next time we'll bring some digital files.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Thank you so much for having me on here. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bradley. David, we'll see you Thursday. Next, good Lord
If the
willing.
doctor's, if I do, Barney's supposed to be here.
You let me know.
Go Barney.
Go Barney. Have a great day, folks.
I'm trying to get him. They made this appointment when I was in the hospital. I didn't know about it. But I tried to keep Thursdays open, and sometime they squeeze one in on me.
Okay. All right, folks. Have a great day.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12, or listen